Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to East Providence, Rhode Island, East Providence Lanes for NEBA number 962 on the road to 1,000. This is the Strike FX Doubles Tournament. We had (106) doubles teams bowled today over 2 squads. Great turnout. And they are competing on the Kegel Big Ben oil pattern, which is 44 feet, 24.7 mils, 7.33 to 1. So you're going to see some high scores today. This is the round of 16. We had 24 qualifiers, 8 teams got a bye, and the bottom 16 in the cut just bowled 1 round, and the 8 winners are now bowling the 8 teams that got a bye. Feature pairs right now today are on lanes 3 and 4 and 5 and 6. On 3 and 4, you have the team of Chris Viali and Halver Nielsen against David Meyer and John Wilbur. And on 5 and 6, the team of RJ and Amanda Broge against Bruce Hall, the leader of our live stream team, Bruce Hall, and Don Fry. So our cut scores this morning at 9 o'clock on the fresh, there was a full squad of 60. Tournament leader and squad leader, obviously, Kevin Tebow and Stephen Dale bowled an incredible score of 555 over for 5 games. So they averaged about 510 a game, close to 255 a game. And the squad cut was plus 338. And that was top 10 guaranteed spot out of the 60. And then at 12:30, we had a second squad without a re-oil on a burn, and there was 46 entries on the second squad. And that squad was led by Tom Coco and Nick Perrone at plus 427. And the squad cut guaranteed for the top 7 out of the 46 was 2310. So those 17 teams had a guaranteed spot. And then we combined the 2 squads together to come up with an even number for match play, top 24. So 7 more additional teams made it off the at-large cut, and that cut was plus 285. So again, we had some really good scores today. Rounding out the teams that are in the final 16, we told you about the 2 feature pairs already. To the right of that, over on 7 and 8, you might be able to catch just to the right of the camera. And I know the internet is freezing up a little bit, guys. There's nothing. We tried rebooting it. It is a hardwired internet signal that we have, and I just don't know that I could do anything more than we've done already. They tried rebooting the whole system. It seems to be okay for most of the time. I could see it freezing up once in a while, but we're going to do the best we can do for right now. It's not on our end. It's something to do with the internet in the building. On 7 and 8, the squad, the tournament leader, Kevin Tebow and Steve Dale, are bowling against a team of Jeremy Melito and Mike Mirable. Over on 9 and 10, Ian Lang and Adam Scher against Jamie Silver Jr. and Tyler Perry. 11 and 12, Keith Goldberg and Charlie Bonus Jr. against Brandon Robertson and Tim Gillick. Tim, visiting us from the Brunswick factory. Welcome back, Tim, for the weekend. Good to see you. 13 and 14, Tyler and Steve Blanchett against Sarah Gill and Corey Umbrello. On 15 and 16, Tom Coco Jr. and Nick Perrone against the team of Jesse Cody and Tony Bennett. And on 17 and 18, Chris Soule and Mike Lickstein against Scott Camp and Chris Forey. I'm going to try and see. We tried to, yesterday we were showing you the scores. Chris Forey was controlling the iPad. I'm going to try and see if I can do this. I'm going to switch the scores to 3 and 4 so you can get an idea of what's going on. That is the match of Chris Vialli versus Wilbur team. And then over to 5 and 6, which is the Bruce Hall, Don Fry against the Broge match. And we'll try and switch to those when we can. Obviously, we want to concentrate on the bowling, but I'm going to flash the scores on occasion when I get a chance. Here's Bruce going for a triple. And a mixer 10. So, on lanes 3 and 4, here's Dave Meyer. He has 2 spares up. And another 9. So we have 1 open for that team, and then the Vialli team is clean with no doubles. So that's about a 14 pin match right now. Here's Bruce. Cross lane at the 10 pin, and that's trouble. That's a miss. Vialli strikes, so that both bowlers on that team have gone strike, spare, strike, so they are clean through 3 frames. And again, the Meyer Wilbur team is has no doubles and 1 open, so that's about a 15 pin match when you factor in the count that they've lost. Our next tournament is March 19th and 20th at Hall of Fame Silver Lanes. That's the Bullwinkles Pro Shop Open. That will be a challenge pattern of medium length. The actual pattern will be announced on the Sunday or Monday, about a week before the tournament. You can check bowlneba.com or our NEBA Facebook page, and that pattern will be released about a week before the event. All the patterns for all of the NEBAs, the distance, not the exact distance, but the categories, small, short, medium, long, and challenge, sport, or recreational are all listed on bowlneba.com. So you can see what we will be bowling on for the season. Pick a certain event. You know, if there's a certain shot that you like more than others, you can always plan ahead. There's something new that we've just done this year. Give you at least a category of what the pattern is going to be, and then the exact pattern will be announced the week before. But you can always get an idea. There's Amanda shooting the 479, and that's an open to match the open by Bruce. So right now, the team of Bruce Hall and Don Fry have about a 20 pin lead through 3.5 frames. Seven and 8, Jeremy Melito just struck. So the number 1 seeds are on the ropes early. That's 54 pin lead through 4 frames for the team of Mirabile and Melito against our tournament leaders. Ten pin for Wilbur. So Vialli is on a strike here with a chance to extend the lead. We've had no doubles in that match yet. And here's Bruce trying to come back from that open. broke up the split for 9. Double for Tebow on 7 and 8. Here's Vialli on 3 and 4. Mix the rack for a strike, so that lead is extended. So they are up about 25 pins, 24, 25 pins through 4. Spare for RJ on 5 and 6. Here's Bruce to shoot the 4-pin to maintain about a 20-pin lead, 20, 21-pin lead. Strike from Melito on 7 and 8. That's boy, Steve Dale needs a strike here. They are on the ropes early. They shot 555 over this morning, and they are in a world of hurt early. Don Fry ripped the rack. Here's Vialli on lane 3 on a double. He doesn't like it. 6. So Maya had doubled frames 4 and 5, and Vialli's team does not double in frames 4 and 5, so that lead is going to be cut down a little bit. Wilbur just got that one a little bit too much in the puddle, and it never turned the corner. He just has 1 strike through 5 frames. But they are still in the match. It's only about a 10-pin match with that double by Meyer in frames 4 and 5. Meanwhile, on 7 and 8, looks like Mirabile threw another strike for the front 6. He's got the front 6, and Jeremy's going at a 279 clip right now. If he throws another one here, that's going to maintain them a 50 to 60 pin lead. Spare for Wilbur. And Jeremy struck again, so they are looking tough right now. Spare for RJ. Looks like Amanda had an open that frame. So the team of Hall and Fry now maintaining a 35-pin lead. Double for Nielsen. 3 and 4 to extend the lead. Now let's see if Maya can match, as Amanda just struck on lane 6. And Maya did match the double, so that lead is still 13 pins. Don Fry with a double to extend the lead, and Mirabile threw a strike on lane 8 to extend that lead, and he's got the front 7. Here's Viali. Looks like lane 4. Maybe the ball's not, maybe a little tighter down lane. I mean, these were freshly oiled for the finals. There was one game bowled on it. But that's a few guys now. I think go light on lane 4. Strike for Wilbur. Flat 10, flat 7 for Melito. So if Steve Dale and Kevin Tebow want to have any chance, they need another hit here. And they need a bunch of them. Here's Bruce for a double, and it's flat 7. They are still maintaining a nice little cushion right now. Steve Dale with a double to keep that match alive. As Viali shoots the 2-8, and he's got it. And Bruce has the spare, so they have a 45-pin lead through 6. Over on 3 and 4. Here's Nielsen, week 7. So they were up 11. They were up 11 going into that frame. So Meyer and Wilbur both on strike, so that they could throw 2 strikes here to take the lead. Big strike by Meyer. That cuts that match down to basically even. And Mirable has the front 8. Double for Amanda to keep them alive. As Nielsen makes the spare on 3 and 4. Another 7-pin for Bruce. Wilbur left the 4-pin. So that match is just about even. Could be 1 or 2 pins either way, depending on how Viali counts on his spare here. Thought maybe he was going to roll that 7-pin, but no. Here's Viali. Looks like that was right early, right in the friction, and it just turned up too soon. So they are going to go to the 8th frame basically even. Basically even. Spare for Bruce. He'll take that right now with the lead they have. Filling frames right now, unless Amanda and Ajay went on a big string of strikes here. Spares are good for them right now. Here's Mirable going for the front 9. He's got it. He's got it. I think that pretty much sealed that match up. I think even if Kevin and Steve were to throw all of them, I think they can only get to 505. And, I mean, Mirable's in the 270s. I mean, I guess it's not mathematically not over yet, but they would need a lot of help. And Kevin just left the fast 8, 410, and that is going to do it. So our number 1 seeds that led the tournament, lapped the field, unfortunately are going to be out. Oh, Nielsen just left a smash 7-pin. So that means Meyer strikes here on lane 3. They will take the lead. Don Fry up and in. He's got it. He's been bowling good all day today. So the team of Fry and Hall looking good if they can avoid staying out of trouble the rest of the way. And Meyer does strike to take the lead. And spear for Nielsen. They are down by 12 pins. The team of Nielsen and Viale down by 12. And Bruce does strike on lane 5. They have about a 55 pin lead. Don Fry on a double. Here's Wilbur to try and maintain that lead, and he's got it. Strike. High flush. I can't see as far as 9 and 10 with the naked eye. It looks like Jamie Silva Jr. and Tyler Perry got a bunch of strikes in a row. They had both started with an open and were trailing early in the match, but they've got at least a 5 or 6 bagger each. And I do believe that they have not locked it up, but they are in pretty good shape going into the 10th frame. Mirable trips the 9 for the front 10. Here's Don Fry. Oh, a 6-8. So just as I say, if they stay out of trouble, they're in good shape. The pocket 6-8 shows up. So that will extend that match to the 10th frame. They're still in good shape, but it's not over yet. Dave Meyer just struck on lane 4 to extend that lead to about 22 pins now. Viale really needs a strike here to keep them in contention going to the 10th frame. Don gets the wood. So let's see, it says that they're still up by about 40 pins. But that lead can go a couple of doubles by the Broges could erase that lead quickly. So it's mathematically alive going into the 10th frame, especially if RJ throws this one. Trip 6, they are alive. They are alive, going to the 10th frame. Amanda and RJ both on strikes, and Dawn on an open. So there could be some ground made up there. Let's not call it over yet. And there's lane 4 again. John can't believe it that ball didn't hook. There is definitely a hang spot down lane on lane 4. Wilbur can't believe that ball didn't hook. Bruce with a big double. They did need that after that open. So we get matching doubles for the 2 anchor bowlers and then an open for Dawn. So they are still, Dawn and Bruce up by 40 going to the 10th frame, but Amanda and RJ both on strikes. So still could be overcome. And Wilbur just went around the bucket. He couldn't believe it. The second ball didn't hook either. Be interesting to see what happens on that pair the next round. There is a match on 3 and 4 in the next round. So Dawn Fry just left a week 7. And this could get interesting if Amanda throws a double here. She got it, trip 4. So that cuts the lead to 30. Good shot by Nielsen on 3 and 4 for a double. That match just flipped quick with the open by Wilbur and a double by Nielsen, and Meyer left a 10 pin. So now that match is gone from a 20 pin lead to even real quick. Dawn covers his 7 pin. Oh, and Maya just missed the 10 pin. Now they just went behind. Here's Amanda going for a double. She's got it. So that lead is down to 20. Which means if Bruce doesn't strike and RJ strikes out, that they can still flip this match. You know, I was so busy watching. Marabli finished off the 300, and I didn't even see it. I was so busy watching these close matches over here, I forgot about it. So Marabli did shoot 300 on 7 innings. Partner shot 256, so that's a 556 game. That's the number 1 seeds draw into that bracket, and have to bowl the team to shoot 556. Sometimes it's the luck of the draw is just against you. So Nielsen did throw a double. So the Viali team is definitely in control now, going to the 10th, the anchor bowls of the 10th frame.
I do. How can I forget?
And with Wilbur not being on a strike, I do believe. Oh God! Now he just split. I don't think Viali needs to show up for the 10th now. I think it's all over. But the shouting. Don't even think he needs a mark now. So Amanda finished off her triple, the last 4 for 212. So going to the anchor bowls, and they're both on a double, is a 21 pin match. So if Bruce were to go 9 spare strike and RJ struck out, we could have a tie. So shame on me for almost calling it over in the 8th frame, when I know from experience that these doubles matches can turn on a dime, and they both did. Both matches on our feature pairs both turned, real quick. So here's Bruce. Strike to lock the match up. Anything less than 9, they can lose, and he balked. I hope he didn't hear me, but I don't think he did. Oh, I think what happened was, I think the lights on 7 and 8 went out right when he was about to go, and he stopped. got it. That's a winner. I think anything on the lane here for Bruce is enough. Anything more than like 4, I think, locks it up. And that is going to do it. So I'll be signing off in a minute. I'm going to take a walk. Since I'm by myself, I'm going to update the bracket, see who's coming to our feature pairs in the next round. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. We got a great number of people watching. I appreciate it. That is okay. I know it's been a little spotty, but again, there's nothing. It's not on our end. We're hardwired in. It's not a Wi-Fi signal. I can only deal with the internet the house is providing me. So we'll move forward. We'll do the best we can. Okay, these guys are just finishing up here. These matches are out of wood. I'm going to sign off and go take a walk, update my bracket, and we'll see you back in about 5 or 10 minutes for the next round.